President Trump has really taken isolationism to a comical degree with this next story. The United States will not join a global effort led by the World Health Organization to develop, manufacture, and distribute a vaccine against the coronavirus, the White House said Tuesday. The decision represents a gamble by the Trump administration, one that could threaten to leave the country behind if the first viable vaccine candidate is developed by another country. Almost every nation in the world is participating in initial talks on the joint COVAX project involving the World Health Organization, the European Union, Germany, Japan, and several major non-governmental organizations. The project, announced by the World Health Organization earlier this year, would distribute an eventual vaccine candidate to countries around the world based on the number of high-risk residents in each nation. We're opting out of that. We're saying, no, we're good. We'll do it on our own. So one of the things I've talked about on this show for a long time is that I try to make a distinction between non-interventionism and isolationism. I said, I do not describe myself as an isolationist. I do describe myself as a non-interventionist. Why? Because non-interventionism is limited to foreign policy when it comes to militarism. So, like, I don't want to wage any offensive wars. You know, I only want to use the military for self-defense of the nation. That's non-interventionism. Isolationism, I always thought that had a pejorative connotation to it. Why? Because it sounds like you're saying, I'm talking about beyond just militarism. I'm talking about isolating ourselves from the world in a variety of ways that actually will end up biting us in the ass. And that's exactly what this is. Like, why on earth would you opt out of a coronavirus vaccine global project? That seems like either comically stupid or evil or a mix. Honestly, is it because, you want, if you develop the vaccine, if a U.S. company develops the vaccine, or if the U.S. government does, you want to make sure that Big Pharma can get their cut? And so you can't, sign on to, hey, we'll distribute it everywhere, and we'll do it based on need. See, that's the thing. The U.S. doesn't like doing that. We like doing it based on whoever the rich people are can get it first, and everybody else can get the crumbs. That's the way we do it. But other countries are saying, hey, we should really distribute this thing based on need, based on who needs it the most, who has the most high-risk populations. And we probably took one look at that, and we were like, nope, not going to do that. See, this is genuinely isolating us from the world in a way that only has negative consequences. And, it's short-sighted. It makes everybody else dislike us, and it also could screw over the population because it's very likely that some other country will develop it first. I mean, hey, maybe we will, but if we do it, it's just because we've cut so many corners in terms of the process through which you approve a vaccine. So who knows if ours will even be efficient and effective. But it's more likely that the rest of the world, somebody in the rest of the world gets it done. Because it's every other country versus us, and now we've needlessly been pitted against them? Oh, God damn it, man. I would love to know what they think is the main reason behind closed doors. What's the main reason why you're doing this? Because whatever it is, I guarantee you it's not sufficient. I guarantee you it's unacceptable. And, in many ways, American exceptionalism when it comes to this issue is true. We have been exceptionally bad. Like, when you look at the worst in the world, it's been us, India, and Brazil in terms of the coronavirus. So American exceptionalism, yes, but in a negative way. And I have a bad feeling that might be the same thing that happens here. And even if we do develop it first, and even if it works and all that stuff, the amount of goodwill that you just blew by telling the rest of the world to piss off on this front, that's going to come back to bite you in the ass, man. It really is. This like international bully role that we've taken on is just guaranteeing that diplomacy is more difficult and that when we need other people, they're definitely not going to be there for us.